In the words of the so-called poet Shakespeare, if you wrong us, shall we not revenge? Anatole shall have his revengement.
Right, now, I shall take Madeline to the garden and talk to her of hearts that yearn, intimating that there is one such actually on the premises. Then after about a quarter of an hour or so, you'll turn up and take over. Because by that time, her emotions will be so churned up, it'll be like leaping on a moving bus.
The last time I leapt on the moving bus, Bertie, I hurt myself rather badly.
Yes, it was more sort of in front of a bus, there, wasn't it, Gussie?
Yes, but Bertie, what shall I say?
Oh, there are hundreds of things you can say. You can say how you've often thought that the stars are God's daisy chain.
God's daisy chain? Do you mind if I take some notes?
Note away.
God's daisy chain.
And then you can go on to say that twilight always makes you feel sad.
Why?
Well, yes, well, that's precisely what she'll ask you, and then you'll have her. Your reply will be that it's because yours is such a lonely life. In fact, it might be a good idea to give her a description of a typical evening at home in Lincolnshire, intimating how you pace the meadows with a heavy tread.
I generally sit indoors and listen to the wireless.
No, you don't, Gussie. You pace the meadows with a heavy tread, wishing there was someone there to love you.
Do you mind if I jot this down? Note away, he said. A daisy chain of God, all things politely led. Say twilight makes you sad, but why? She'll softly plead, that's just the hook, he smiled. You've got her then indeed. Because my life is lonely, you murmur slow and true. Describe the dusk in Lincolnshire, the grey obliging blue. You pace the meadows heavily, each footstep overfed, as if the grass itself must know the weight inside your head. I sit and hear the wireless, said Gussie meek and plain. No, no, you roam the fields, came the corrective strain. You stride as one who wishes, with boots of earnest dread, that someone waited somewhere for that heavy-hearted tread. So twilight does the talking, the plot is tightly set. A lonely man, a tender pause, a feeling neatly met between the notes and footsteps where words are rarely said. Love waits along the daisies you never thought you'd tread. Between the notes and footsteps where words are rarely said, love waits along the daisies you never thought you'd tread.
Pace the meadows with a heavy tread, wishing there was someone there to love you. And after that, it's easy. You just grab her by the hands, tell her you've got something to say to her, and then say it. Better have a couple of quick ones first.
What, drinks, do you mean? But I don't drink.
You don't drink?
No.
Oh, I didn't know that. Pity. It's generally acknowledged that a moderate skinful on these occasions is of the essence.
Well, I suppose I could have some orange juice.
Well, yes, if you think it would help. Then grab her by the hand and give her the works. Grab her by the hand and give her the works. Grab her by the hand and give her the works. It would help. Yes, it would help. Yes.
Grab her by the hands, the room begins to shake. A simple human motion, a too natural fake. No script, no notes, no clever plans withstand. The whole world clicks together. Grab her by the hands. Grab her by the hands, let logic fall apart. Rock and roll confession from the ribcage of the heart. All the pacing meadows fold into this dance. One step, no retreat. Just grab her by the hands, grab her by the hand. Grab her by the hands, be gentle and polite. A fracture in the evening, a short circuit of night. The joke turns into destiny, the chance into a dance. Everything aligns itself. Grab her by the hand. Grab her by the hand. Grab her by the hand. Grab her by the hand.
You would help. You would help? Well, yes, if you think it would help. It might be a good idea to heave a bit of a sigh at this point.
Heave, sigh.
Then grab her by the hand and give her the works.
Grab hand, give, works.
And that's all there is to it.
Thank you, Bertie.
Well, would you like some coffee, Angela?
No, thank you, Mr. Blossom.
Hello, Angela. Hello, Toppy.
And the living is easy. Fish are jumping and the cotton is high. Oh, your daddy's rich and your ma is good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. One of these mornings you're gonna rise up singing. Yes, you'll spread your wings and you'll take to the sky. But till that morning, there ain't nothing can harm you. With Daddy and Mammy standing by. Summertime and the living is easy. Fish are jumping and the cotton is high. Oh, your daddy's rich and your mom is good looking. Yeah. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. Don't you cry. Don't you cry. Don't you cry. Oh, don't you cry.
Yes. Ah, Jeeves. Haven't seen Miss Bassett around anywhere, have you?
She is, I believe, sir, in the sewing room.
Sewing.
Ah, Jeeves, have you sighted Miss Bassett today? She's sewing her silence in neat disarray. My dinner plan, Jeeves, howling I fear, a triumphant chaos, shocking to hear. Tuppy and Travers reunited at last. Good news walks again where bad rumors pass. They say
if you'll allow me, sir. I trust your dinner plan was a success, sir?
Howling, Jeeves, as you'll no doubt be surprised to hear. Tuppy and Miss Travers are reunited in the drawing room.
This is indeed good news, sir. Ill-informed servants' hall gossip had it that the cook, Anatole, had given his notice, sir.
Yes, well, of course, I'm not in a position to comment on chit-chat, Jeeves, but I suppose there is always a possibility. Anatole is foreign, Jeeves,
Really, sir?
and therefore excitable.
I shall bear it in mind, sir. The sewing room, sir?
Thank you, Jeeves. Ah, Madeline, old thing. Care for a stroll? Jolly good.
That dinner tonight, I couldn't eat any of it, of course. Far too upset. But look, I don't suppose you noticed, but I actually pushed away a whole plate of roast lamb. For God's sake!
That dinner tonight, I couldn't touch a bite. Too shaken to dine, though the lamb was polite. I pushed away a whole plate of roast lamb, for God's sake. A whole plate, for God's sake. I pushed away. I doubt you observed in the general fray, but I pushed the whole plate of roast lamb away. A gesture heroic, restrained and profound. It sat there rejected, emotionally sound. I pushed away a whole plate of roast lamb, for God's sake. A whole plate, for God's sake. I pushed away.
Far too upset. God's sake! Plate of roast lamb. God's sake! Far too upset. God's sake! Plate of roast lamb. God's sake! Far too upset.
More than the cry, as appetite vanished, but dignity tried. Thus famine of feeling, though supper was there. A triumph of nerves over culinary care. I pushed away a whole plate of roast lamb, for God's sake. A whole plate, for God's sake. I pushed away.
God's sake!
Oh, Bertie, what a beautiful night.
Rather.
All the little flowers have closed their eyes.
Really?
And all the little stars have woken up.